Alright guys, as promised, I'm going to do a EDC bag update. I call this a Bob bag. It's a familiar term a lot of people are used to. Bob stands for bailout bag. So actually to call it a Bob bag is kind of pointless. It's really just called a Bob because you already have the bag in the word, bailout bag. But anyway, I use that term loosely. Technically a real bailout bag is something you kind of keep in your closet and the crap hits the fan, you know, whether it's a natural disaster or a terrorist attack or whatever. You just basically grab it and go, and it has all your essentials in there. But this is really more of an EDC bag, so I'll keep the term Bob only to keep my videos fluent, so you can if you watch the old one, you can watch the new one. But really, I would probably call it an EDC bag. So anyway, here it is. I'm still using the same standard size countycomm Bob, and this one here is an OD green, as I mentioned in my other video. They currently carry a larger version, so if you like this whole setup, but you want more room, it's the same thing, just bigger. I believe this is a Generation 5 bag. It's made by Maritac. And if I swap this around, you can see right here, their logo, Maritac Extreme. And it's a very good quality bag and very affordable. I don't remember a price off the top of my head. I think it was less than $40. I want to say $35, but I haven't checked the site in a while. But anyway, I have made some changes here. I took out a lot of my quote-unquote survival gear. Really just looked at all the different items in my bag that I was carrying around, and I wanted to get rid of stuff I just wasn't using. And when I started building my bag, I was very much into learning different survival techniques and stuff like that. So I got kind of overzealous, and I put in a bunch of items that I really did not need. They were novelty items that when I explained something to someone, I had it in my bag to show them what I was talking about. I'll give you an example here, like the fire piston. However, I don't need to have a fire piston in my bag, in my car. It's not a necessity at all. So I took stuff like that out. My primitive fire making kit and, a couple other items. So anyway, a lot of the bags stay the same, but throughout this video I'll talk about all the stuff in there. And because I can make longer videos now, I don't have to keep them 10 minutes. This will be just one big video. So thanks for joining me in on this video, and here we go. First I'll start on the outside. On over here, I have a little cheap red carabiner, and I have a pen on the left. This is just a pen that you swivel to get the tip out, and I have a mini Sharpie. So, and that's in black, and of course you can unsnap that piece off, so you have the whole pen here with the cap. I've used this countless times. I can't tell you how often this comes in handy. So I keep that on the outside of the bag so it's easily accessible. Right here, on this outside pocket, I have my Camelback bottle. I use that as my, for water storage. I keep it actually filled with water. Right now for the video I have it empty, but that's because I don't store water in there. Obviously, it doesn't gain bacteria and stuff. I'll fill it fresh with water when I want to use it, and if I'm not using it, I dump the water out. And I keep this strictly for water. I don't mix like Gatorade and stuff like that. If I want to carry something other than water, I have room in my bag to put that in there. Like if I go to a convenience store or something, I buy a bottle of, Snapple or who knows what, I can put that in the main part of my bag. I keep that just for water, so it's nice and easy to clean. I don't have to worry about, sugars breaking down if I store it, anything like that. This outside pocket, I also have a regular pen. Just like, I have the pen on this side, but it's just easier, it's more accessible. Actually, people ask me for a pen, I usually give them this because it's easier. I have another holder here. I actually used to have a longer, full-size Sharpie marker, but it dried out on me because I used it, so I got rid of it. I have to actually replace that. Over here there's another outside pocket that's larger, and I have a simple mag light. It's very accessible. I have a flashlight pocket on the front of my bag, which I'll show you in a minute here, but having this, it's a standard mag light, but I have a 5mm LED upgrade in here. I always check the batteries and make sure that they, they're good on all my lights. I change them out when I have to. But this has, enough light to get around. This isn't my main flashlight. This is just, like I said, it's on the outside of the bag. It's accessible. If all of a sudden, boom, it's dark, power goes out, whatever, I can get to it easily. I don't have to fumble around. If it's nighttime and I reach in the back of my bag here, I don't have to go through pockets and figure out what side. I don't have to worry about any of that. I kind of reach on the top and I feel for it. Oh, there it is. Give it a little twist. All right, now I can look for my better flashlight. So that's why I have that on the outside there. And also very easily replaceable in case for some reason it fell out of the bag. So that's my outside flashlight. On this side, on the other part, I actually added this. This used to be just an empty pocket, and I added a 1-quart Army-style canteen. You know, your run-of-the-mill regular canteens. Nothing special about this. I did remove the ring that keeps the cap on. It just, I don't know, it bugs me. I can't tell you why. It's just one of those things. So I took that off. Don't worry, I won't lose my cap though. Very careful with it. Of course, now that I said that, eventually I'll lose the cap, and I'll wish I didn't put that take that off. But anyway, yeah. So I carry another canteen on here. This actually, on the back of the case that this canteen's in, I have a long piece of, I don't want to take it out, but I have a really long piece of 550 cord that's tied off, and I can actually use that as a sling. So if I wanted to, and now that I have I have my carabiner on here, if I wanted to leave the bag in my car and just grab a water bottle, I can grab the carabiner and I can put it on this water bottle and hang it right from my the loop of my pants, you know, a belt loop. Or I can just grab the canteen, which I can sling over my shoulder because I have that paracord shoulder sling. So that's my water stuff. I do keep the full shoulder strap on the bag, so it's real accessible, easy to carry. It's not super heavy. I would say it's probably, I don't know, about 30-40 pounds. So you know, carrying just by the handles, if I have to go somewhere far with it, usually I don't, but who knows, you know, at least I have a shoulder strap. Like I said, for the most part, this bag stays in my car. When I go somewhere, it's always in my car. I actually just had to bring it in for this video, but it basically lives out there. So if I have to, you know, go somewhere in a rush, I have it with me everywhere I go. So, all right, here's the front of the bag here. Top pocket has not changed really. I have a pocket organizer in here. Unzip that. I'll show you some of the contents here. Red pen, black pen, regular size Sharpie. That's actually brand new. I'll put this. Actually, I'll do it right now. Just put it my outside to replace that. Make sure that's clipped on so it doesn't fall out. I got a micro screwdriver set. I got a pocket sharpener. I got a Torx bit set, and yet another pen. I also have 2 pads of paper here. Okay, so plenty of paper for notes or whatever I have to do. And here I have a bag. This has some very basic first aid stuff, a couple Band-Aids, some gauze. You know, nothing too special there. And here I have a plastic bag with a microfiber cloth. I have a set of AA batteries and a couple small Ziploc bags. So that's what's in my little pocket organizer. Now I can also take this stuff out of here and put whatever I want in here and carry this just in, like, you know, the cargo pants pocket. So that's a cool little option I have, but generally I don't. When I first got this I did, but I found I didn't really need this stuff as often, and it was kind of bulky to have on my leg. So anyway, that's that. Kind of a snug fit here in the pocket, but if you're wondering about these bags and that stuff from countycomm, it does fit perfectly in that front pocket. As you saw, it's a little snug, but that's fine. You got a big old piece of Velcro on the front. I just keep a little patch, American flag, and OD green just to match the bag. You can, of course, I actually like to look into getting a custom patch with my name on it. So, you know, people know whose bag it is. If I'm in a group with a bunch of people and someone happens to have the same thing, very unlikely, but it's good to have. Now on the bottom here, I have a long pocket, and I have the same stuff I had in here last time, which is a couple different flashlights. I have El Cheapo Walmart Rayovac rather, flashlight. Actually a pretty decent LED. I think it's a 1 watt, takes 2 AA batteries, has a momentary on. Actually keep this. This is if I'm with someone else. I give this to them for a flashlight, so they have something on them. I have a little backup mini mag light. This is the solitaire, and actually the battery's dead on this. Oh no, it's not. It's really, if I close my hand here, you can see it's really low power, so I need to actually replace that, so I'll put that to the side here. And I have my large flashlight. This is when I need light at a distance. This is a 2 C-cell mag light, in like a pewter gray, and this has actually a 3-watt LED upgrade that I put in there, and this definitely gets the job done. It's got a twist head on there, button, you know, to turn the light on, and I can focus this. If you see on the wall back there, I move the bag. See, it obviously has the canted reflector on the inside, so you can adjust the beam. You can bring this out really tight to look at some really far objects. So this is just my larger flashlight I like to use. And this actually comes in handy quite a bit at night. Well, obviously it does. It's a flashlight. But it comes in handy for, like I said, further distances. Alright, so that's the front side. Let's take a peek at the back. What's on the back? I got all these little containers here, or little side pockets. On top, I have my Zippo. I told everyone in my EDC videos, don't worry, I always have a Zippo on me, even though I don't show it. It's because it's in the bag here. This little pocket here fits it perfectly. As you can see, standard size Zippo. This is actually the one that I made. I put that emblem on there. And I have the butane insert here. This is that Thunder insert, which takes regular butane fluid. Yeah, Thunderbird. It says American Vintage on it. This is the one that takes it actually takes butane fluid, but it's not like a jet flame. It has a regular style Zippo flame. I like this because I can put this in my bag and completely forget about it. All my Zippo fans know, even if you fill a Zippo completely up, and totally fill it, leave it somewhere, after I don't know, a couple weeks or so, it's dry, so it's no help to you. So I do like that insert for long-term storage. I do switch back and forth to regular inserts if I'm going to be using it in the near future. In the other pocket, I just have some regular waterproof matches. They just come in handy. So I keep those in there. Super cheap. Those are Coglins is the brand. If anyone's interested, you can get those at Walmart or any outdoor store. So I have those in there. That's my front little pockets. Let's go to the left here. To the left is kind of my edibles pouch. It's mostly drink stuff. Even though I only do water in my in the Camelback bottle, I'll sometimes do a mixed drink in my canteen. So if I want something with flavor, I have some stuff here. I actually have some instant coffee. These little tube-looking things here are instant coffee mix. I also have instant lemonade mix. Okay, so if I want to make some coffee or something, or lemonade, I have the option. I also can make tea. I have these tea bags here. Chamomile, which is just strictly the dried chamomile flowers. Actually, one of my favorite flavored teas. But anyway, then I have this little thing here of Equal, so I have my sweetener. So there you go. I'm all set with drinks if I need to. Who knows where I'm going to be? If I want something to drink and I don't have accessibility to it, I can take water from my one bottle, put it in there, and then make a drink. Now, if I made the coffee, I would obviously need to have hot water, but you can get hot enough water to dissolve those crystals, basically from any sink. If you put the hot water on, in a sink, it's hot enough to make the coffee to dissolve those crystals. Not the best. You don't want to really make bathroom sink coffee, but I guess if you needed to, you could, and I have the option, and options are good. So anyway, other pocket here. Let's see, I have on top here, actually, this is a snakebite kit. Now, all a snakebite kit really is some antiseptic and a little razor blade, and this the body that holds everything in here actually creates a suction to get out any poison. And that's all it is, like I said. I think I've showed this in my another video. Same company, same brand as those waterproof matches, Coglins. They do all kinds of outdoor gear and camping stuff. But basically, there's an enclosed brand new razor blade in there, and then you have this tube of antiseptic, which you would just snap, and then it has a cotton swab, so you can use that. And it goes in this thick tube to keep it from breaking on accident. Now, why do I have a snakebite kit? Like I said, I live in a rural area. I'm not in the middle of nowhere. If I got a snake bite, I could probably get attention fairly quickly. I can get to a hospital pretty much anywhere I go. I have a hospital accessible within probably half an hour. So I don't really need one of these, but you never know. If I get bit by a snake, which is very possible. If you've seen some of my outdoor videos, I pretty much live in the woods. So there are snakes around, and in my area, northeast Pennsylvania, I know I got to watch out for rattlesnakes. We have a couple different kinds of rattlers, as well as some water moccasins. So the threat is always there, so why not be prepared, you know? So I have that in there. Now what else do I have in there? I have, let's see, just some mints. There's no special reason for these. They're just good mints. You know, if I want a mint, I have them. These are Vermints, or Vermints. They're from Vermont. They're all natural. They're actually really good. Cinnamon flavor. I happen to like cinnamon quite a bit. These pack a very strong cinnamon punch. There's a lot of cinnamon extract in there. So, like I said, there's no James Bond method behind this. They're just regular mints. That's all there are. Let's see, something else in here. What else do I have? I have a... Oh, man, I used to have these Restore candies in here. They had all kinds of vitamins and stuff in it. I actually just kept the container. This is empty right now. It doesn't have those mints, but it has some gum. This is just some good old Wrigley's Juicy Fruit. I don't know, one of my favorite kinds of gum. You know, the stick gum anyway. But I have that in there in case I want some gum. So I got gum and mints. Nothing special. Let's move on. Alright. So now that pretty much covers the outside of the bag. Let's go to the inside. This video is already, God, 16 minutes. This is going to be a long one, guys. I appreciate you sticking around and watching it. Alright, inside the bag. Right on top of my bag, I have a big old plastic bag with my homemade first aid kit. Now, I don't really want to break this up because obviously this video is already pretty long. But I have a space blanket in here. I have some allergy medicine. I have a big old good pair of surgical scissors or shears. I have needle and thread in here, a whole sewing kit. In case I need to make a suture or something. I have a whole slew of different types of band-aids and bandages and gauze and blah, 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 blah. Some antiseptic in there. So, I have that right on top. You know, if you get hurt, you don't want to be digging around for your first aid kit. It's very accessible. First thing you see when you open the bag. So, that's what that is. Next, I have a Mora knife. This is the Mora 2000. Don't really use this knife at all. I like to just keep it sharp. Keep it in the bag. Just, you know, I'm a knife guy, so I always have knives around. What else we got in here? This was that Altus Lumen flashlight pouch, which I use for other stuff. This is actually my tool bag. On the front here, you can see I have some different Allen keys. On the back, I have all kinds of miscellaneous tools in here. Everything from my little micro grappling hook to some gun cleaning picks, to a lock pick, lighter, disposable lighter, some paracord in there, folding scissors, sharpening rod here, ceramic rod, all kinds of goodies in here. Like I said, this is kind of like a mini tool pouch for me. Alright, so let's put that aside. Next I have a map. This is a regular old map. You can get these free at any you know, visitor center in your state. You can even, I think, order these online. But it's just a map. I live in Pennsylvania, so I like to have a map. I'm not going to unfold it here because we know how notorious maps are to get back folded up properly. But it's just good to have. You never know. This is not necessarily a survival item. This is just, you know, hey, I'm trying to go somewhere and I'm lost. So I pull over to the side of the road, go in my trunk, pull out my map. Actually, I should keep this in my glove box so it's more accessible. And I'll probably do that. I'll leave that to the side. But I always do have one on me. So there you go, map. Next, I got a little bag. A bag of my... This is all my stuff I use to basically rig things up. I have electrical tape in here. I have twine. I have paracord. That's basically all it is. I have a couple... These are actually brown hair ties. You know, for girls' hair ties. Very good. Very quick. You know, easy to rig something up with those. They're kind of elastic. So I use... This is just basically kind of cordage type things. You never know what you could have to rig up or, you know, connect something. So I have that. I have my little survival guide, pocket version. This is not necessarily for survival, because I'm never really in a survival situation with this bag, but you just never know. But this is more or less entertaining. Excuse me, can't talk. Entertainment for me. I just like to catch up on my skills and read different things. I've read this book probably 2 or 3 times already, but I always forget things, so it's good to just go back and have something to read. If you're in a long car ride, I break this out. So I got that. I got my radio, which is I keep in the bubble wrap here for padding. This is the GP4L radio from countycomm. It works very well, little pocket radio, as well as some batteries for it. 4-pack of AA's. Now this takes two AA batteries. These are brand new. I don't store them in the radio in case the batteries leak, which regular alkalines tend to do. If you store them for a very long time, I don't want it ruining the radio, so I keep them separate. And I can use these, of course, for anything. So I have those 2 things there. It's good to have a radio. If something goes down, and you're out in the middle of nowhere. At least you have some sort of communication. You can figure out what's going on, whether it's weather-related or emergency type situation. At least you have, like I said, the local bands there to listen to. Here's a Gerber saw. It's not really a folding saw, although it's basically the same concept. It's kind of an out-the-front saw. So this little knot here, loosen that up, slide it out the front, and tighten it down, and you have your saw. Like I said, same concept as a folding saw, but this doesn't fold. It just slides in and out of the handle here. Very, very effective. I also got this at countycomm. Eventually I have a review on this. Very, very cool item. I think it was only like 10 bucks. It's definitely worth it. It's a very, very effective saw. So as you see there, you just loosen that, bring it back in the handle, tighten it up. So it's pretty compact. All right, what else do I have in here? Good old TP. Never know when you're going to need it, guys. So it's in there, and not just for the dirty jobs. It's also for, I don't know, blowing your nose. If you got a cold or something, having a big old roll of toilet paper or tissues is a mighty help. And the last thing I have here is a Smith's Arkansas stone, sharpening stone, just for touching up my knives. Between this and the ceramic rod I have in my tool bag, I can get most stuff done. I can't get like a ridiculously sharp edge on there, but I can get a sharp enough edge to perform most tasks. So I put all this stuff back. This is actually the one side of my bag here. It's there's a divider, if you remember from the other video. So that's the one side of it. And now I'll show you what's on the other side. And you can see in here there's a divider, which is like a nylon material, and there's a little pocket. In that pocket I have 2 things. I have a Light My Fire spork, and I also have my EOD breacher bar. And this thing, you see, has a lot of use on it. There's even some surface rust on it now. I can't tell you how often this came in in handy, and I've used this to pry all kinds of stuff. Don't mind my neighbor. My neighbor out there having fun on his mini bike. But anyway, here's some stuff on the other side of my bag. This is my kind of like toiletry set. More or less a hygiene type little setup here. I have those towel pills. I did a full video on those. Just search cutlerylover pills. You'll find that. I also have I have an annoying neighbor who likes to ride his moped. I'm just kidding. He's having a good time. Anyway, I have garbage bags in here. I have hand sanitizer. I have an all-natural soap. So again, this is kind of like a bathroom hygiene type little setup here. Garbage bags, awesome thing to have in any bag. Not only just for the obvious, collecting garbage, but you can use that for storing all kinds of stuff. You can use that to cover something, to kind of give it a makeshift waterproof. So very good item to have. I have 2 ponchos, black and yellow. Yellow for good visibility, black if I don't want to be visible. So 2 rain ponchos. I have, this is the, couple more things in here. Paracord. I got 25 feet, or no, 20 feet of Coyote Brown. This is for me just screwing around if I want to make a lanyard or something. And then I have 100 feet of International Orange. So very high visibility with that. Now last thing in my bag in this inside pocket is my old cell phone. Now this cell phone has no service anymore. I can't make regular calls with this, but what I can do is I can use this phone to call 911. Very good tip. If you have an old cell phone, don't throw it away. All phones, if they have power, you're able to call 911. So if there's a situation where I'm in an emergency, my regular cell phone has died on me, I don't have my car charger, whatever, I can't use it, I always have this phone, which is fully charged. I'll show you that right now. I'll turn it on. I keep this fully charged and I don't use this at all. This is, like I said, just an emergency phone. And even though the contrast, the color on this is all screwed up, it works. And I can call 911 if I want to. I'll just dial here. I'm not going to dial 911 obviously, just hit a couple different numbers. But anyway, I can use this to call 911. So, like I said, I would encourage you guys to use your old cell phones, store them all around your house. You know, it's just good to have. It'll always, as long as the phone powers on, you can call 911 in an emergency situation. So, very good item to have. So, make sure I shut that off so it doesn't lose its charge. Put that back in the bag. Alright, so I'm almost done here. I have one more mystery item. I'm going to show you that right now. I'm going to put my medical bag back in here. First aid kit. Alright, last item I have in this bag is actually in the secret compartment. Ooh, secret. This lining right now, first of all, I didn't even know about this pocket until one of my viewers pointed out in my other video. I thought it was awesome. Right here, on the front of the bag, this seam is actually not a seam. It's actually a very long strip of Velcro behind here. Now, for the average person, if they were to ruffle through your bag, they would never know this. Like I said, I owned this bag for probably 3 weeks before I even figured it out, only because someone pointed it out to me. But actually, if you take this and you pull on the seam, it's a hidden pocket. Very cool. And in here, I have my Kel Tec. In the holster, full magazine with a Pierce grip extension, as well as spare makeshift magazine pouch and spare magazine. This is for when, this always stays in my car. In Pennsylvania, because I do have a concealed carry permit, I'm legally allowed to have a loaded firearm in my vehicle. So this is not a legal issue. It's totally legal for me. But this is if for some reason I forget my gun, okay, and I'm out somewhere and I go, oh no, you know, I forgot to grab my gun. I have a gun on me all the time. So my Kel Tec doesn't get too much use anymore now that I have my other Glock. So I figured I would stick it in the bag, so I always have it with me. So awesome, little backup gun. Just good to have. And it's, like I said, it's in this kind of hidden pocket here. This looks like a seam. It doesn't look like a pocket. So, there it is, guys. This is by far my longest video yet. I congratulate you getting through the whole thing here. But there it is. There's my EDC bag update, or Bob update. I thank you very much for watching. Like I said, this was a very long video. So if you lasted to the end here, thank you very much for staying interested. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.